Hi.
Hey.
Before we get started, did you want to talk about that Gem and the Holograms trailer?
No.
There you have it. It sucked.
Yeah.
Hello, the internet!
Hey.
Hello, fuckers! How's it going? Before we get started, the way this is, or the way what's going on here.
Yeah,
I need a beer. This is UMR, Unprofessional Movie Reviews. Mark? Taylor? I usually say it.
Yep.
If this is your first time with us, we drink beer and talk about movies that we just watched.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. What else do they gotta know? Social network stuff. Follow us on them. Twitter. Do it, man. Just
Facebook.
Click it. Facebook. All that stuff. Ask us questions if you want us to do any movie of any time
Just
ever.
general ideas.
Or
comments.
anything. If you have a question for us that you just want us to answer at one point.
Poems that you just need to express.
If you just want to get out something under your chest like a murder confession.
Just anything.
Tell us. I don't care. You know what? We're doing the movie Mad Max Fury Road!
Yep.
Yeah! That was excitement. They usually only tear up the bad ones, but that was excitement.
That was excitement. That was a good crumple.
Yeah, that was a good crumple.
That was a good crumple.
The way this works, we talk about positives, and then we talk about negatives, and then we give a tailorized review between 1 and 10.
Yep.
I know you want to start off really bad.
Well,
Just
yeah.
yell about how much this movie is amazing.
It's fucking great. I mean, if you didn't watch the trailer, it's that just for
Longer.
2 hours and good like just yeah.
We were trembling in the theater.
Oh,
like when something badass happened, me and him would just went.
Yep.
It was fucking
It
amazing.
starts off with a punch to the face, and it doesn't let up for a good hour.
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
Now, before we just keep yelling at you, let's actually break down. What was amazing, I'll say it, it's on both of our tongues, the score of this movie is phenomenal.
The score and the sound editing, or the sound design, or however that's called.
I've never seen, this is like...
both those combined, because that's 90% of the movie. Sound mixing.
This is a lot of balls I'm about to state, but I've never seen a movie match the track so well. The music just caters to the movie so well.
Fitted,
since like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like that's what it reminded me of. Is that they went together so perfectly.
This needs a nom.
Yeah,
if it's not, it's
it should get a sound mixing nom.
Sound design or just score.
Whatever
both, whatever they are, they both deserve it. So does set design.
I was going to say, costume design, set design,
prop design,
so spot on. This world building is the best I've seen in.
It's great because they don't go too overboard with trying to explain the world.
They don't explain it at all.
They just you don't need to know anything. You can just figure it out by just watching the movie.
Went very Firefly style. It got used up, got fucked up.
Fucked up. Shit went down, and now
we do this.
We kill each other with cars and exploding harpoons. And flamethrowers.
Yeah, the exploding harpoons are by far the best thing. Then you got suicide bombers, but the good kind.
Suicide bombers that inhale
spray paint.
Yeah, so they can go to Valhalla.
Okay, actors. Before we get on,
so Charlize Theron,
owns the screen. Yeah. Holy crap!
As she was meant to. She's actually the main character of this movie.
Yo, definitely.
You might follow Mad Max around, but she's the main character.
Yeah, the name of her character is Furioso, which everything in this movie is completely over the top. Of course, if you know anything about Mad Max, Immortal Joe's the main bad guy. I think he has a lung on his back.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways,
there's a man with elephant gout feet.
Yeah. No.
With a pig, he's like Mr. Pig.
I was actually gonna get to that in my latest. No. So what I was gonna say about Charlize Theron, however you want to say her name. She has this no hair, dirt all over, no makeup, missing part of her arm, and she's got a bruise on her face. And is still one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen own a screen. And there's something just about her screen presence that just it takes away every scene she's in. Let's move on to who surprised the hell out of me, Nicholas Hoult. As what was his character's name? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
It's like some noise, clunk, or something. But anyways, he's one of the war boys. Wears all white.
Yep.
I'll get to him again in my negatives, but it won't be his acting.
It's not the acting. It's not the actor or the acting at all.
Yeah, he nailed what they gave him to nail, and it was perfect.
Yep.
And then to our main man, Tom Hardy.
Great. He did what the role needed. Mm-hmm. He wasn't meant to be the show stealer. Like, he was how we view the world. Yeah. And he's also how weird shit goes down.
See, it was going to be a negative for me. Because he has very little lines. Mad Max does, and it's named Mad Max.
You get like half his dialogue in the first movie.
Oh, yeah, and that's like all of it. And it's like 4 words. Yeah. And he doesn't really have much of a character, but then I remembered all the other Mad Max movies, he was never really the point. He's just the dude who's there, and he does something completely badass and epic, and then he bounces. And that's how all the other movies were. And Tom Hardy playing it knocked it out of the park. But it took me a while, like, how come we're not getting any of his character? I'm like, because it's Mad Max. Because this isn't James Bond.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get him as a character.
Yeah.
He's just how you view the world.
So, how I remember Mad Max when I used to watch Road Warrior over and over and over again when I was 12, spot on. That's exactly how I remembered Mad Max. Except not Mel Gibson. His face was different.
Yeah. Just everything.
Well, also, another cool thing that I liked about this movie is you couldn't pinpoint it in the Mad Max universe. Is this after Thunderdome? Is this before Road Warrior? I think it's just the story about it.
I think it's just the story of that universe.
Happened.
It's obviously after the first Mad Max.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all.
Well, wait, no.
It is after the first
I'm not going to drop a spoiler. But something... Nah, I'm not going to say it. But I think it's later after all of them. Because what
it probably is. It's probably the fourth one.
Anyways... You got any more positives? Because I actually do have negatives.
Just
negative.
The actual cinematography, not direct. Well,
oh yeah,
cinematography, great, beautiful.
We didn't
shots.
bring up George Miller knocking this out of the park. So we looked up George Miller because we knew that he did other Mad Max. So here's the funniest thing in the world: we're like, what other movies did he do? The Happy Feet movies.
Yep.
The Babe movies.
He wrote the first one and wrote and directed the second one.
So he wrote Babe. So the same guy behind what we just watched with the explosions and the sex and the boobs is the guy who wrote the line, "The pig says la la la." He wrote that. He literally thought that was a good idea and wrote it down. And somebody listened to it and was like, "Yeah, this is great."
Yeah, this somehow got past, the
producers and directors.
I'm assuming that movie had to go through, unless he just has a free pass.
Babe's a good movie. I'm just saying. Wow, who knew that they would do that? That's like Tarantino directing the Teletubbies. So,
I think, but
this is worse.
But it's just amazing. It's like it reveals the dark mind because I saw Babe first because that's how I grew up.
Babe was a little dark.
The dark.
It makes sense why the dogs in Babe were so evil.
Yeah, just...
like the shit they would say to the sheep, man. That's right out of Mad Max. Anyways, we do got at least 8. I got at least 8 negatives.
I think that's pretty much all the positives. It's essentially everything in the movie that we haven't mentioned.
You know what I'm going to say for my negative? Do you have a different one?
Let's hear yours first.
This isn't a movie for everyone. And even though I enjoyed it at the max I can enjoy a summer movie, I walked out of it sweating and yelling. Like, that's like a concert. That's
that's like a good concert.
It can't be a perfect movie if it only appeals to us. We went to a target audience for us for once instead of other movies we usually see like Cinderella.
Yeah.
So it would be unfair for me to say this is 100% good because I'm pretty sure Joe, Keough, everybody won't get this movie because it is so over the top, and especially not to be sexist, but I don't think a lot of women would like it or even want to get it because it's just every woman character. Well, I guess the main character is very strong, female awesomeness, but it's just so over the top and so gruesome. And,
but it's not like
I don't know. But my negative is what I'm just getting at.
Though.
Yeah,
they're taking back their lives.
Yeah, well, if anyone looks into it, they're gonna realize that it's like Kill Bill, how Kill Bill was a sexist movie, and then Tarantino's like, "What do you mean? The main character's a female, like in power." That's exactly like this, but it's so on face value seems very.
Right away the shock value of it will definitely take you back.
Yeah, but anyways, that's the fact that it's not for everybody has to be spoken. I'm not. Maybe it's not a negative. But it's
a negative to you.
It means it can't be a perfect movie.
Yeah,
and it damn near was for me.
The only reason I would say it is the perfect movie for what it wanted to do. It
did exactly what it wanted knocked to do, it out of the park.
And it did perfectly.
Yeah.
And if you watch the trailer and you thought, I don't want to see that, that movie's not
Don't go see it.
That's it. You saw the trailer, like, yeah, I want to see that. If that looks cool, go see it. You'll enjoy it. That's what that movie is. It's not going to trick you. It's a flaming car chase through a desert with explosions and gunfights and
I do got
amazing time. Oh, it's just
I do got one more, and that's about the pacing.
I actually really enjoyed the pacing.
No, I do. I actually did. This is actually positive. I just didn't bring it up, and I have to. What you were saying with the flaming car chase, boom, 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 that isn't the entire movie, which I thought it was going to be.
No.
But the problem about when it stops, it doesn't slow down. It stops. And it's not like the car stops. The music stops. Dialogue stops. It literally goes from, like, boom to, like, nothing. Like, 3 times.
I even loved it. It did it well, yeah,
but it like gave me whiplash because I'm like traveling. So much is going on, and it's like boom.
But that's what kept you going.
Yeah.
Because now you're freaking out because it's kind of like giving you minor PTSD. That's like whiplash. You can stop going, and that's what keeps you in the movie because you don't get to relax. You don't get to be like, okay, I'm cool now.
And even those silent moments with no music, my heart's like this, and I'm waiting for something to happen and pop out.
Because something always happens.
Yeah. So. That wasn't a negative. That was a positive. I just forgot this.
Yep. No.
We don't edit these.
The only negative would be that the Nick Holt's character. I can't remember. I think it's
Nicholas Holt's character.
It's he has a transformation halfway through that's kind of unbelievable. Like a
180. He literally. It's like he goes like Vader to Obi-Wan.
Well, like Vader's apprentice.
All right. Sorry, Maul to Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
To a young Obi-Wan. Like, he's literally like, I gotta die and blow stuff up! And then he's like, I'll sacrifice myself for everyone!
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Complete 180.
Last negative. The suspension of disbelief. If you show somebody literally survived the biggest explosion I thought I was ever gonna see, and they went off completely unscathed, I'm not worried the rest of the movie, and that actually took me out of some of the action later. I was like, none of the main characters... I'm like, none of the main characters are gonna die. I know who you're about to bring up, but you shouldn't because it's spoiled.
I'm not gonna bring it up.
But at the end, I was like, he's gonna survive this, and then, he gets blown up and flung through all this stuff. I'm like, he'll be fine, and then he's like, woo, I'm a little winded. Yeah. And that kind of took me out of it. A little.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's still by far the best action movie I've seen.
Best action movie I've seen in decades. Absolutely. Like,
at least a decade.
Since, like, Die Hard.
Although I haven't seen John Wick.
Me neither. Yep.
That's the only caveat.
Oh, and we haven't seen the Raid movies. So maybe the Raid movies beat this.
True.
but
if we're comparing it to the Raid and John Wick, it's
holy shit.
Great.
No, I really think the last action movie I've seen that I enjoyed this much was, The Matrix, probably.
The first Matrix. Yeah.
And then before that...
And this is nowhere
like Die Hard before that.
It doesn't... It kind of takes itself seriously, but only for the show.
Yeah.
Only for the grand spectacle that is this movie.
Yeah, so, you go ahead first.
9.9.
Holy shit, that's the highest you've ever given.
Yeah.
It's the highest you've ever given.
Yeah.
It's higher than
I'm
Birdman.
giving myself just a little wiggle room for Star Wars. Because I have hopes. I'm an optimist.
You have a lot of hopes. I'm not quite, but still a high score. I gave it 9 sawed-off shotguns out of 10.
Yep.
So, they're really bad shotguns.
Oh yeah, mine were the spray paint cans, because you could hide them to go to Valhalla.
Yeah! Okay. Yeah, go do it if you want to just lose your mind and crazy, crazy awesome action. Yep. Go see this fucking movie. If you have a problem...
You might come out slightly stressed and agitated. I recommend being able to go somewhere where you can let off some steam afterwards, but it's great.
Have a cigarette directly
after. Maybe go to a
promote
bar.
Drugs. Yeah. Anyways, if you have a problem with ultra-violence and, like, ridiculous bullshit, you're not going to like this movie.
But
it's ridiculous.
It's
amazing, but
the
it's
greatest
ridiculous.
Soundtrack and sound design.
I just want to, listen to it at work. I just want that soundtrack.
Even the slowdown, like the guitar guys is going.
Anyways,
yes, you get.
We'll never stop talking.
We'll keep talking about this. Like,
definitely go see this movie. This movie needs to make money. Okay.
That's about it.
All right. Bye. Bye.